Assalamualaikum to our lecturer, Puan Siti Fartimah binti Mohamed YUSOP. We are from group 9, wants to present our PPT presentation slide. Let us introduce ourselves first. My name is VOUNICA ABBASRI binti BAKAR and my matric number 21DDT 20F2058.
My name is NURHAZIRAH Izzati binti HALIMNAZRI. My matric number 21DDT 20F2065.
And my name is Muhammad ALIF NAZIM bin HASLAN and my matric number is 21DDT20F2019.
For introduction, Chapter 1 will explain in details what is open source software and how to use the software such as Linux operating system. Basically, open source software has their own license like GNU General Public License, GNU Laser General Public License, Berkeley Software Distribution License, Apache License and Mozilla Public License. Next, Chapter 2 will consist desktop environments and shells explanation. In shortcuts, a desktop environment is a collection of programs bundled together to make a workspace. It comes with a window manager, a panel, a set of default programs, which is text editor, music player, and etc., a file manager, a terminal emulator, and many other things. It consists of icons, windows, toolbars, folders, wallpapers, and desktop widgets, which is to see elements of graphical user interfaces and WIMP.
In Chapter 3, it will explain about file system hierarchy standard, which is main directories and their content in Linux operating systems. For the most part, it is a formalization and extension of traditional Berkeley software distribution or BSD, sometimes called Berkeley Unix file system hierarchy. It will guide about the command on how to manipulate files and directory using Ubuntu software. Other than that, Chapter 4 will provide a step on how to manage user and group in Ubuntu. Basically, root user can administer the system and has access to all command, file and directories. Term for root itself as meaning that can confuse the newbie in Linux. Besides, group categorize user in group by default. Last but not least, managing file system or partition will be explained in Chapter 5. Commonly, there are a few types of file system and its features such as ADFS, BEFS, CIFF, and ext4.
For the question 1, you are assigned to install open source operating system on each computer in your department. From the list of distro given, choose one of the Linux distro and download the ISO image to perform an installation. During the installation, you are requiring to follow as information below and provide the print screen of each question. So for our group, we choose the Puppy Linux distro. For the A, create partition as shown in table 1. We assign 4 partition. For the first, file system ext4, the label slash and the size 3.61 gig. Second, Linux web, then the label web and size 1.65 gig. The third, ext4, label slash tmp, which is temporary, size 100 MB. And the last partition, ext4, the label slash home and the size 25.16 gig. B. Set the clock time and time zone, which is Kuala Lumpur. C. Set the root password as root123. The command PASSWD and the changing password for root123. D. Identify the open source software below that can run in the distro and print screen the output. Office application, which is on the left, and graphic application on the right. Question 2. A. Identify the desktop environment and show the capture screen of command and the output. For the command, echo shell and the output /bin/bash. B. Show the command to create file name script.sh using Pico. So for the question B, we used to Ubuntu Linux because Puppy Linux can using Pico command. C. Show the command to save and execute the script.sh file. So this is a figure. Press Ctrl X for the exit. Press Y for the confirmation. After that, user able to change name file and press enter to execute the file. Then to execute, must give a permission to that file first. D. Create a simple script to display user currently logged in your machine as shown in the figure below.
For question 3, create a new directory with subdirectory in single command for an item label A according to given folder's name. For making directory, the command is mkdir-p folder1/folder2 and use the ls command to list down the file content. Create a new file with the content as given name in folder 1. Use pico command to write the content. After that, use ls command to display the file. Copy the sclog.txt file to /log and move copy file into folder 2. For pico sclog.txt and ls the command to display the file. Use cat command sclog to see the content. Use cp command sclog.txt and copy to /log. Use cat command /log to see the content again. And for move, use mv /log folder 2 and use ls command to see if the file have been moved. cd folder 2 and list ls command to see the file if have been moved. Cat /log to see the content again. Move folder 2 into path as stated in item label B and show the process. Use cd folder 1 to go in the folder ls and see the sclog.txt. Use mv move command to folder 2 and indirect tmp. ls again if the file have been moved. cd the tmp and list the tmp and see the file have been moved. Next, delete the folder 1 with the content in a single command. The command use rm-r to delete the file with the content, and the command is rm-r folder 1. ls to see if the file have been deleted. B. Complete the task below with the command and capture screen. Create file name logs.txt with at least 2 lines of your own content in home directory using man. Cat logs.txt to enter the new line in the content, and Ctrl Z to stop the process. View the log.txt, create in your home directory, use ls command to see the file. Insert under the 2 line content in logs.txt without open the file and remain previous line. Use the cat command and file logs.txt. List down the new line and Ctrl Z to stop the process. Use cat command logs.txt to see if the new line have been added. Next, Combine the content from logs.txt and another file in your home directory into one single file named as merge.txt. Get booklog.txt and list the content, Ctrl Z to stop the process. Get booklog.txt and the content has been saved. Get booklog.txt log.txt and merge to new file which is named new merge.txt. ls to display the file and the merge.txt has been created. Get merge.txt and see the content in the file. The content in the file has been merged. View to line of merge.txt from top. Use head-2 merge.txt to review the first two lines in the top. Next, view 3 line of merge.txt from bottom. Use command -3 merge.txt which is show the last 3 lines in the content. View merge.txt file in reverse order. Use tac merge.txt to review the content in the reverse. For question 4, adding new user name, Didi and Jojo using graphical user interface or GUI. Adding Hana and Upin in command line interface CLI. Finish adding new user, assign Didi and Jojo into Omega group, Hana, Umar and Ipin into Alpha group, respectively. Delete username Ipin, change password for Hana Umar to Hana 4567, log into Hana user. First, use the GUI to create the Didi and Jojo. Next, using the CLI to create Hana and use CLI to create Ipin as user. Assigning Didi and Jojo into Omega group, we use command sudo usermod -a capital G Omega Didi and same for the Jojo. Next, assigning Ipin and Hana in Alpha group, which is same command and the group is Alpha for the both user. For deleting user, use command LSL to display the name of user. Next, use command user delete Ipin as user. Check rm-r Ipin ls-l to list down to see if the user Ipin has been deleted. Changing password Hana into Hana 4567. Use command passwd Hana and type the new password and retype the password. If the password has been updated successfully. To log in, enter the new password Hana for Hana Umar and create new file name 501. Use pico 501 and chmod for 501 and cat the file to see the content inside. Create a folder named folder 01 and its subdirectory named subfolder in single line. Use command mkdir-p folder 1 and the /subfolder. Change the permission for 501 with user, read and write, group, read and write, and other just can read only using alphabetical. Before the permission is show as the figure, and after use the command chmod to change the permission, which is u -x g-x o-x for 51 and c ls-l to see if the permission has been changed for the 501. Change group ownership for folder 1 from Anauma to root. First, before, review the Hana and check if the group is still Hana, and after, use the command chgroup root for 501 and ls-l to review if the group has been changed. Next, show the permission for file 01 and folder 01 and subfolder. Print screen the output for file 0 and folder 1. The permission has been changed, and for subfolder, the permission also has been changed.
So question 5, change the IP address using GUI. So the IP is 192.168.100.112 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. So this is in GUI. Type the IP address and subnet mask based on question given, and the output will be in right picture. Second, change hostname permanently and capture the output. Type hostname CTL to get the details, which is the static hostname is Hazira. And then to change the hostname, type command sudo hostname CTL, set hostname PBT or source, and then sudo nano /etc/host. So this is before the command execute, which is the hostname Hazira, and after we execute the command, the hostname become PBT or source. Next, set the remote SSH in your distro, user Hafiz, and password #@fiz4567. So we have to be in root. Type command su -l and then add user Hafiz. So user required to type the password, which is based on question given. And then after that, after type the password, to get the confirmation, type hostname and the output will be Hafiz. So the changes is successful. The remote SSH. Okay, next is do install 3 packet in your distro. The command is pkg add 3 and then pkg install 3. And the output will be already installed. Lastly, using terminal, please show the step to install, update, upgrade, and remove a new application in the distro. To install, the command is pkg at gimp-f. While remove, the command is pkg remove gimp-f. And the output will be uninstall the package. And then to upgrade and update, the command is pkg update gimp-f. Next slide.